Hey, good Tuesday morning, everybody. That's not an earthquake, that's just my camera bouncing. Hope everybody's doing well. Just give a big old psychic hug out to everybody who needs it. Got some people that are sick. They're getting chemoed and oof. So just sending love and light out to all those who need it. My buddy Todd, and there's others. I mean, my neighbor up the street, she told me she's a long hauler. So she had COVID a while back and she can't get over it. I mean, it's bad. So, just, take care of yourself, be safe. We are so ready to be out of this COVID mess. I know. Well, I am. And I know other people are too, but hang in there. We're almost done. We're not done. Almost. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit today about the water in California. Maybe talk about the filibuster. And Jared and the Saudis. What's going to happen with him and the Saudis? Is he going to get caught? And then, is that going to be it? Also want to look at, was I scratching my Mr. Microphone? I also want to look at why is Costco offering $16 an hour? Is there something else besides because it's good for the workers? It keeps them it keeps them from moving. If you pay them a good wage, they're going to stay. We have a hamburger chain out here called In-N-Out. Really good burgers. Not for the cows, though. Cows, they're not a big fan of In-N-Out burgers or any other of those hamburger joints. But some of the people really like them burgers. Anyway, I'm sorry. But they offer their workers like profit sharing and a good wage. They don't have turnover. I mean, when people get a job there, and it's kids, it's 18, they stay there for years, until they go to college or whatever, and it's awesome. Except for the cows, it's not good for them. The other thing I want to talk about is Navalny. He's Russian, so I can't pronounce his name, but I think I got it right. And Biden is going to sanction Russia over Navalny's poisoning and imprisonment. And is that going to work? Anyway, let's dig into this a little bit. Two cards I pulled last night that I thought were pretty powerful. This is Work Your Light. Take a break. Whoops, sorry. It's a life's work. Not a, what does it say? Not a season. It's a life, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay. And I thought I was pulling one. I was actually pulling two. Soul family. Call in your tribe. That's nice. You do not have to do it alone. I just love the water aspect of that. Isn't that cool? You got the whales breaching, dolphins jumping in the water, and then you got the shark fins ready to pounce on the dolphins. Them sharks, I tell you what. By the way, that's not a shark fin. It's dolphin fins or porpoise. So, and I know dolphins attack sharks. I know porpoises. I don't know if it's porpoises or dolphins that attack sharks, but I got some stories. All right, let's dig into this. The water in California. There is, and I know I'm going to get somebody commenting, Nancy, because she does water, because her name is Nancy the Water Chick, but someone said it made her sound too hippie, so she changed it to Agua Madre. She's got a nonprofit going in. Send positive vibes out to her project. It's a great project. Anyway, water in California. In Tulare County, going up into the Sierra Mountains, there is like a dividing line in this one city where the water is good, the water is bad. People's hair are falling out. It's kind of like Flint. And I'm not even sure I know what the right question is. They were supposed to fix it, they didn't. So let's just ask. Well, let's ask a big question. The U.S. And I'm not going to get real deep into it because you got to be a little more specific, I think, when you're asking your questions. But let's just get a general. Is this the right deck? I pulled out my decks in advance, but okay, let's see. The water in the U.S. Let's just look at the water in the U.S. 3 cards. Okay. Well, the first card that came out was the Hanged Man, and it was reversed, but this deck is not reversed. So I just had the deck upside down. But let's look at it both ways. They need to take a look at the water situation from a different perspective. And there is not going to be a lot of movement with them looking at the water in a different perspective. They got the Ace of Swords coming at them. This is a new beginning, a new truth, a new sharp reality. When you go to the faucet and you can't get water, that's going to be the sharp reality. I had a friend of mine went to, I think it was Australia, 2 years ago before COVID, and they had like a liter of water per day or something. I mean, it was crazy. I'm going, wow. And when you go camping, you don't waste a lot of water. If you have a 5 gallons, you really ration it out. We just waste so much water. We just waste so much. My wife has buckets everywhere. Kind of drives me nuts because I think I'm entitled to wastewater. I'm not. So we have buckets everywhere, and all the gray water, she waters plants with it. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. So I'm gonna let's pull this down and let's see where we are gonna be going with this, because maybe, hey, is that better? Is that better for you? Is that better for me? It's not better for me. So I'm gonna turn them this way. Sorry. The Hanged Man. Ace of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. What I'm hearing with this is we have the resources, we have the wherewithal to fix this problem, but we're not listening. We're not listening to the dove. but we have the resources to do it. But there's a harsh truth coming that is going to make us take action. Let's look at Tulare County. Let's look at that one city. I think it's Ortez. Are they going to get their water straightened out? 3 cards on this. Are they going to get their water straightened out within the next few years? 3 of Wands. They're thinking about it, they're planning it, they're looking at it. There is an overseas quality to this card too, so maybe we're going to get some technology from overseas about that. The irrigation, I mean, you look at some of the irrigation practices that are coming up, maybe that's, you have the Queen of Wands. This would suggest to me, yes, that they will. There is a motherly element with this Queen of Wands, that calming, but she's forward thinking. She's bringing forth ideas, a little passion, but it's like overseeing things. She's not the harsh queen like the Queen of Swords. Justice. So I'm going to pull some more on that, and I'm going to get another deck. This Brady Tarot's calling me. This is such a harsh truth deck. So it looks like yes, but what is this justice? What happens with this justice? I mean, they're balancing things out. Is there going to be, they're planning it. They feel the compassion that needs to happen, and so they are going to balance it out. But I heard that there was some Ace of Swords that's going to be coming up. Where's my Mr. Microphone? There it is. There's going to be an Ace of Swords that comes up. That is going to force justice to balance the scales. That's kind of what I heard, and I see that with that sword. At first, when I pulled it, I go, it's the Queen of Swords, but it's not. It's justice. So let me just pull some clarifiers on this justice. What happens? What creates this justice? What creates this justice? This deck is so hard to... The card stock is so good, but it's really hard to... Ten of Swords. The Fool. New beginnings. Government. Hierophant. Higher power. Whew, man. I did not really want to see that. The Ten of Arrows. We're talking about water. Are people going to die? New beginnings. And when I pulled this, I went, are kids going to die? And then the government's finally going to say, no. I'm hoping that the new beginning will start before this, and the government is going to step in. Yikes. Yikes. So what can we do? We can be aware, we can write our congressman, we can write our governor. They want to recall him. And is that going to be the way of political things going? You know, oh, I don't like you, let's recall you. Maybe that'd be good. I don't know. Okay. Write letters, get involved. Do whatever you can do. All right, let's look at the filibuster. Now, they were saying, move on. I got an email from Move On. Every time Move On sends me an email, I click unsubscribe because, you know, I send them money and they just inundate me. More money, more money, more money. And I'm like, stop. You have more money than me. You know, it would be good. You know how PBS does their telethons or whatever, and they say, you know, support the channel. Yeah, great. And then they kind of leave you alone for a while. Whew, not Move On. And none of these guys, they should just do it, you know, once, twice a year or something. But I guess people pay. I don't know. Anyway, they say that this filibuster, which requires a 60-vote majority to pass legislation, started out in the Jim Crow era and was a racist thing to keep the white man in power and to block civil rights legislation. And so what I wanted to look at, let's just pull 3 cards on, let's just get a sense of the filibuster. Good or bad? Good or bad? And here's how I'm going to pull this. I am going to do this deck, I forgot the word. My Los Garibo deck. I'm also going to do a Dark Mirror card and a Work Your Light card. Filibuster. What's going on? Good or bad? And I know some people are saying, bad, let's get rid of it. But some people are saying good. So, we have the Dark Mirror. And I love that deck. And it may be just our mirror that we're seeing, that we don't want to see. Filibuster. Work your light. Work your light. Filibuster. Good or bad? What do you have to say? And then 3 cards from the Scarab deck. Okay. Drop this down. Y'all good? Y'all can see? Okay. So here we have Dark Mirror, Work Your Light. So the filibuster, the Knave of Pentacles. It's a new project, a new way to bring balance. New way to bring balance. There's a lot of illusion, delusion with this. And there is some judgment to it. Interesting, right? So things are gonna maybe change with this. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting with this. But people are still hanging on to it and throwing up smoke screens. I don't know if you know that or not. Republicans seem to be throwing up smoke screens a lot. A lot. Oh my God, it's just so difficult to watch. Perchance to dream. And it came out upside down. So if there, this card to me, it feels like I don't know, it almost feels like someone is, watching somebody else die. Watching the movement die. Devotion. Tune in to the portal of your heart. And this was upside down. And I don't think we're supposed to read these cards upside down, but it did come out upside down, which means that they are not looking into their heart. They are not having judgment. They're not thinking of the higher good. They're just throwing smoke screens. Perchance to dream, and they are not dreaming big. So, here we go. Let's just look. Are the Democrats, because all it takes is a simple majority to change this, from my understanding. Are the Democrats going to change the filibuster rules? Are the Democrats going to change the filibuster rules? Giving and receiving. Knave of Wands. Seven of Wands. These two cards, I would say things are looking pretty good. They're going to be getting something, giving something. They're going to work it out. They're looking towards the future. They've got an idea. They've got a new plan, a new spark, a new something, but they're going to run into a little bit of a buzzsaw with this card. Seven of Wands. Kind of looks like a little buzzsaw too, doesn't it? So, I'm not saying yes, they will. I'm not seeing no. I'm seeing they're working on it. They're talking about it. But, all right. I can keep going on that subject and go deeper, but till it happens. Because then I would ask, is it going to bite the Republicans, or is it going to bite the, what did I say? Is it going to bite the Democrats? Is it going to bite the Republicans? Whoever is in power. I mean, because if the Democrats change it, then and it's going to work well while they're in power, but things shift, which is a good thing, except the last 4 years. Then is it going to actually be harmful to the liberal agenda in the future if they remove these rules? Anyway, let's look at Jared and the Saudis. So I didn't mean to grab Brady Tarot, but I did, so I'm gonna just go with it. Jared and the Saudis. Jared and the Saudis. The question is Jared, I mean, I've never trusted the Saudis. as far as their government goes anyway. I mean, it just seems so just, I mean, it's so corrupt. I mean, well, look who they're friends with, Jared. So I need bigger hands. This deck is, I need bigger hands. So, yeah. Maybe smaller cards. Okay. Is Jared going to get caught up in this Saudi mess? Is this going to... is he going to face the music? Is he going to get caught up in a legal bind with his interactions and his dealings with Saudi Arabia? Fulfillment. Mother of roots. Let's just keep going on this for a little bit. Withdrawal. Armistice. High Priestess reversed. Victory. Let's see what we got. Is Jared going to get caught up in this Saudi mess, and is he going to face some legal issues? We have fulfillment at the center of the reading. Interesting. This is crossing the river. He's soaking wet. He is steeped in the Saudi Arabia water. And it's kind of funny because Saudi Arabia is a desert. So what is dripping from this journey? What is he dripping from? And this is the Nine of Cups in reality. But this deck kind of is more intuitive for me, even though I do use the Nine of Horns. But I love this drippingness image. And it's being crossed by the Mother of Roots. And you can see here is the secret layer, right, of the world. So here you have the trees with the stars. And it looks like it's either a termite or something laying eggs. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. All about money, all about power, knowing how to use money. This is a little darker though. At the base of the reading, withdrawal. Something's going to happen where they're going to have to pull away, that whether it's Saudi Arabia or Jared is just going to distance himself. In the past, as it relates, is armistice. So the deal that they made is going to come back and I think bite him a little bit. The secretness of the High Priestess, this is when the card is right side up, you have the High Priestess, and it's still a little bit of a hidden energy. Some people would say it's dark, but I think it's more of just a misunderstood energy of who is, well, I don't understand the Kabbalah. I don't understand the Torah. I mean, in the Rider-Waite, she has all of these documents, all these different teachings, and some people understand them, some people don't, and they go, ooh, it's spooky. When it's upside down, it's more, for me, it's more about a little bit of a dark energy to it. And it's this curtain, this fabric that we get caught in the folds, and sometimes we're on top of the fold, other times we're in the recesses of it. And being upside down, it's like you slide into this chute and you're going to get caught by the owl. Is that an owl? It's a bird of prey. I think it's an owl. And will Jared, the question was, be implicated legally with his Saudi Arabia connection? That to me says yes. That to me says yes. Okay, I am at 31 minutes. I'm going to leave it there. I didn't ask. Let's ask real quick. Navalny, Russia. Are Biden's sanctions dark mirror? I should be using the Halloween deck for Putin, but Russia and Navalny. The child that I was meant to be. Reversed. So Navalny is bringing forth a new way, a new... he's being a little childish. Comes back to Russia. That's not childish, but it's like that new energy, the new wonderment. Oh, I'm not going to get caught. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm indestructible. Maybe that's it. But being reversed, uh-oh. But he's bringing forth a new idea, a new way of looking at things, a new hope for Russia. Will the Biden administration sanctions help Navalny? I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. Oh, you know what I have not done? This could be a little longer one than I thought. Anyway, Navalny, are the sanctions going to help Navalny? Are the U.S. sanctions against Russia going to help Navalny? I just heard yes. There is a new truth. There is a real new beginning to this. So this Knave of Swords, he's like just charging in there. And I think, is that Navalny charging in? Or is that Biden going, no, we're changing it up. Maybe not thinking too much about it, just going in and doing it. new sharp action. In this card, it's an overseas card, and they're pondering, they're looking at things. I think because of these two cards that Russia is thinking about, I think it is going to help. I heard a yes, so I think it is going to help. All right. Thank you all for watching. We will be back. Oh, we got Man Cave this week. Woohoo! Man Cave. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. All right. Peace and love.